this morning. Summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hard. Hey, exit. Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Ready?
To throw is Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready. 90, Wolf. Topper. Go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Let's go. 10 logo. Let's go. Hey. 5.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Gets past one man. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We go to the 180. One out.
first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Got it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try to throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, Sam off. Yo, faster.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Goff. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check right 27. I'm trying to collect. Check 52. Switch.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ready.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tiger. Hey, Echo. What's that?
Out of the gun. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
70, Indy. Snap.
On 1st down, Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Out there and ready to begin their next drive. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action. It's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sparks. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's gone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Squeeze. Shoot.
Now, Wentz again. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check, 93's the mark. Ready, go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 3 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
General West. Let's go, baby. Check. Orange, orange, orange. Check Mike 27.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give. Now gone. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hold on. Check. Tighten up. Bridgestone, travel. Value 3.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
76.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff taking a shot for Samuel, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Rock it.
Here's Wentz to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And an alley to run. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Norwood. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Value 1. Value 3. Value 3.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
14. 14. Go, go. 27.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They're going to run this with a tight end. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Norwood. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 down. Hey, exit.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Norwood.
The running back again, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
15-1. Pilot, 64.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. 70, Indy. Right.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Hey. 2.
On first down, Norwood. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 31. Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, look at this. Wynn's going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitched?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Third and long. It's gone. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town. And now
they're down to none.
Yes, exactly.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's a victory here for the